AJ. This is an interesting matchup because you got a dude who is he's still unproven in Urbina, but he looked sharp in his last fight. And then you got a dude who nobody knew who smashed onto the scene. Radtke, man. This dude is actually legitimately good. He beat Blood Diamond, and he took a very stereotypical approach to do it. He said, oh, you're a world-class kickboxer? Let's wrestle. You know, come on. Now, AJ, first question before we talk numbers. What does Charles Radtke do that Gilbert Urbina, doesn't do? And if not, doesn't do better. You know what I mean?
I would say stick to the game plan. I think that's the one thing that Radtke does really, really well, or at least better than Urbina. Urbina can get a little wild in there, man. That's why I like him. I think I think Urbina's gonna be around for quite a long time, but you gotta give the respect to Radtke that he stays focused in there. He stays mental and he sticks to his game plan.
Yeah, even when he gets rattled, he's still right there. He's not deviating. He says, all right, we have one clear focus. Let's make it happen. Now, aside from that, I can't name a lot of things that Radtke does that's better than Urbina. Urbina, I think, is a better grappler. I think that Urbina is a better striker, and I think that Urbina, being at his natural weight class of 170 pounds, is going to actually be able to showcase that. He looked rough, man. He took a 10-day notice against Brian Battle, who turned out to be an absolute stud for the Ultimate Fighter Championship right there, right? Up a weight class at 185. You're in your true weight class. Now you open up as a minus 210 favorite, plus 175 comeback for Charlie Radtke. And let's look at the live odds now. Minus 210 plus 175 had not shifted a bit, AJ. So the odds makers, they like Urbina. If he's going to get this done, does he even need to get this fight to the ground? Is it wise to try to even get this fight to the ground, or does he just keep it on the feet and just try to overwhelm him?
Well, I definitely think the smartest idea is keeping this on the feet, overwhelm him, hurt him, get in the ground, get the finish. You know, just classic ground and pound, beat him up, get him out of there quick. But I do think there's a little bit of Urbina that wants to see what Radtke actually brings. You know what I'm saying? Like when the fight gets to the ground, I don't see Urbina wanting to instantly get up. I see him engaging in this and making it kind of a not a dirty fight, how people would describe it, but like a gritty style of fight. Man, I like Urbina a lot. I'm glad he's opening up this card, man.
And honestly, he has the tools too. Look at his last fight, Orion Kosi, right? Fantastic grappler, not a great gas tank, but also because Urbina strategically started attacking that breadbasket, man, started getting after him and started just wearing on the tank. Through and through, Gilbert Urbina, I think that he's the play here. Minus 210, I think this is actually a fair price to pay right here. Urbina, it's not like he's unproven per se. The question is, can we find a little bit of value in these props right here? So while we take a look at these main props, I'm going to bring up the over and under. We have 2.5 rounds, plus 100 for the over, which tells me the odds makers really think that someone's going to get finished here. If a finish does take place, what do we like? TKO, submission?
I like the plus 240 TKO, Derek, especially the ground and pound finish. I think that's going to be the most likely outcome right here. That is interesting. The 2.5 is the over, but still the plus 250 decision is still a thing. I do think it can happen, but I think Urbina is going to finish this fight.
And I think it depends on how tough is Charlie Radtke. And if he just goes to pure instinct, I have to get you to the ground mode, does he take away from some of that offensive Urbina? Do we see a drag him out? All right, I'm going to be top control, you're top control, and now we're just kind of sticking him up that fight to get past that 2.5 rounds? Because I really like the TKO prop right here. I think Urbina has the skill set. And I'm going to go out on a limb. Give me the plus 240 TKO, Gilbert Urbina. Small. We're talking half a unit right here. We're not talking about full units. And then, yeah, if you're not happy with that, then just stick with that money line, Gilbert Urbina. Throw him in a parlay. I think this is a fair price to pay. Anything else on this?
No, I agree with you, Derek. A very fair price to pay for Urbina. Like I said, I think he's going to be around a long time. Get used to seeing him as the favorite. But if you are looking for little juice, I like that plus 240.
All right, fair play. Well, folks, that is your UFC Vegas 85 main card